What's going on? Hello. Meow. I have a very cranky cat today. I'm sorry. Meow. He could be meowing a lot. Not really sure what the problem is, but he goes through this. I have a cranky camera too. He does not want to focus. Couldn't pay it enough to focus. That's pretty bad. Usually it has problems focusing, but today it's just like, I don't think focusing is even a thing I can do. It's just, why doesn't it should just quit and say, nope, I'll leave it. But no, it just keeps going. Or can you focus on that? Can you focus on this? How about that? How about over here? Woo, welcome to the magical world of all. Oh, okay, so let's get to the damn show today. As I say, every day I like to produce a show consisting of Microsoft Flight Simulator content, followed by musical content, which I believe today is scheduled to be guitar. Yesterday was piano. But who knows? It's what I fucking want it to be. And following the... and then that's the end of the show. But yeah, pretty much every day we do that. So roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours of content. It's a holiday, probably short today. When watch some playoff games a little later. I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday. So yeah, so what's new in the flight simulator news? Not much really. In that I haven't bought any new planes, but last night I looked at a YouTube video that got recommended to me about that I should definitely do various cache DX and various other cache clearing maneuvers in the graphics subsystems to improve performance, especially to improve stuttering during landing. So that was the specific improvement that we were aiming for. And so I did all those things this morning. It involved rebooting the computer several times and going to the file system and checking some things. I think I successfully did all of it. I cleared up quite a few gigabytes of space, and I think my computer is still running well. I was a little afraid that something would get deleted in the process that is critical just to keep normal running going. But that didn't happen. And then I tried a short mission. It was a very hard mission in Los Angeles, Santa Monica to LAX, which is normally pretty terrible for the stutters. And it was better, but there was still a lot of stutters. So I don't think it worked. I don't think the stuttering is a caching issue on my computer. There he's going. He's meowing his butt off. Meow. Come here, Mo. Come here, can you say hello to the world? Come on, Mo. I think he's just bored, but it's tough. You know what I mean? It's a hard boredom. Right, so we're going to try to take off on skis. Right? Don't I have one of those planes now? Did I get one of these planes? Okay, I gotta look through my plane list first. Now, as you guys know, I am an aficionado of vintage, military aircraft. Those are my favorites, but I have a lot of other kinds of aeroplanos. I hope probably people are off on Monday and doing fun things, hanging out with their families. That's a good thing. Some people are not off because they're international. It's just a regular work day for them. Good for them. We're going to do some music later for those people who like the music segment, but I think it's going to be guitar. Let's see. I have this on skis. This is on skis, but I thought I had something new. Was it up here at the top tip? Hold on. I don't have an ATR on skis. Oh yeah, I have this Antonov. I'm going to uninstall this Antonov. Right, this was my plan. I'm going to uninstall it because I don't really use it very much. But before we do, we're going to set as departure McMurdo Station ice runway on skis and fly around in a bit. I just don't like this plane that much. I mean, it's beautiful. Plus, it takes up 4 slots because it's these different variations. I mean, the flight simulator should allow you to have 1 slot, just select what your landing gear variation is, but that's not the way the system works. So let's try it, see what happens. This will be, you know, sometimes I do a couple missions. So this is just the first mission. I had this in my mind as I was thinking I was going to uninstall this antenna if I just don't fly it that much. I'm trying to keep, you know, planes that I don't use that much out of the system. And this is not going to stress this new thing. The next thing we're going to do is I have a list of cities, and we've crossed one off, The Hague. Number 2 is Brussels. Number 3 is Kosice, Kosice. I don't know how it's pronounced. Number 3 is Zagreb, and number 4 is Cadiz. These are all cities that have updated city models since last time we've flown anywhere near those areas, as in this week I installed a world update for them. So I want to check out those cities. I want to see what this looks like, though. Let's take a peek at what this looks like. Oh wow, it's not real great weather. That's fine. We're on skis like we're supposed to be. Crafty. Engines running. Does it have counter propellers? I think it might. Visor. We don't need that. Okay, let's take a look at the cockpit here. Because I rarely fly this. It's got a lot of stuff. And it's all in Russian. Landing lights. Let's turn them on. Beacon lights on. Taxi lights, sure. What do you call it? Alternator, battery, sure. All this stuff goes on. What do you got here? Cabin lighting. Well, we're definitely going to need that on. UV lights, power. I don't know what the movable light is. Floor light? I don't know if I need that. Probably panel lights, yes. Warning light? Why would... Oh gosh, why not? This has all these switches that are very unique to this model. But these all seem like power cutoffs. Okay, magneto, starter engine. Okay, we don't need that. What's under this here? Engine fire under a cover. Got it. Nice. Heading, cool. What do these do? Nothing. Parking brake is on. But I don't think that would matter because we're on ice. I think that's a wheel system. Okay, what do you got here? Carburetor heat. Oh, for sure on. Fuel. Oh, shoot. Propeller. I forgot that thing does that every time you touch it. Do we stop? Now we're still going. All right, let's just get the heck out of here. Are we moving? It appears that we are. Oh, it even comes right off. It's really funny. It's got this very realistically dirty cockpit windows that you can barely see out of. What's our speed? Oh, fast. Slower. Alright, is this way? That's the airfield. Alright, there's an ice runway there that we could land on. Usually when I'm around here, it's actually pretty sunny. But I like that it's nasty weather. I mean, it's got to be snowing. It's really freezing. This is Antarctica, so even in the summer, which is near the end of. But there's a bunch of models of buildings, and there's a ship that's ice-locked, apparently. But being a biplane, this plane does not get anywhere that quickly. I mean, it's got a lot of wing surface, a lot of lift. It can carry a lot of big loads, but not very quickly. But it's a Russian, you know, used for cargo missions. There's various variations. There's, I wonder what's back there. I don't know if I've done the walk around, you know, the free roam camera and check the inside of this plane. But it might have some stuff in there. We should check it. I think we could probably land anywhere on these skis, though, right? But we're going to check out the MV Ocean Giant and kind of the where the actual McMurdo Air Station is, which is kind of behind us. So as we get closer, it comes into view. It's like a cargo ship that's not going anywhere. And that's the community. But in the actual base, Or over on this side. Guess they got some wind turbines for power. Can't really have solar. So what are we doing? We're flying around Antarctica on a crappy day in this plane that I'm about to abandon. Or not abandon, uninstall. I'll still own it. I just won't have it as an option. It's kind of fun to fly. But as you can see, like from the inside, it looks like the windows need a bad clean, need a hard cleaning. What are these things up here, by the way? Those should be the windshield wiper activators, right? So yeah, that's the Antarctic-based scientific research station. All right, let's put her down on the skis. Someplace flat. It's over here. So that's McMurdo Station. It's pretty big. Like at any one time, there's like 50 scientists, etc. types down there. Or not sure what they're studying, but they're studying something. Alright, let's see if we can lose some altitude. I feel like we're getting some turbulence going on here. Which is fine. Probably quite windy. I wonder what direction the wind's coming from. I think it's... Oof. We don't really want to land it behind us. Anyway, my theory is we could pretty much land anywhere here, but let's find out. On skis, at least. Okay, so let's put some flaps out so we can slow down a little bit here. We're not going to see much until right before we're going to hit the ground. Fog at the ground level, it's going to be tricky. I think we'll see it though. Oh. Yep, came out of nowhere. We're fine though. It's really fun how you can feel the rumble and kind of the feedback on the controller. That's what's good about, actually great about the controller, is you definitely having that rumble feedback. Can we turn? We can kind of turn. It's much nicer weather over there. Alright, so that represents probably for a while my last flight, intercom mode. I just want to check this out again. What we're going to do here is we're going to go into our free roam mode. I wanted to see what kind of interior this plane has, and we should be able to just kind of get in there. Okay. Looks like there is kind of a primitive jump seat style interior, which might be used for military operations, or maybe it's cargo. This would be a cargo configuration. Although, hard to say. Okay. Definitely looks old. Let's see if we can get through here. Nope. Up. Where do you want to go? Down. Up, down. This thing is just so... Don't touch it. No, can't do it. Who do we got here? Okay, just the regulars. Okay. Alright. So, gosh, what else do we have here on this controls? Oil shutters, 90%. Aileron trim. Rudder trim, fine. Pitch trim, great. Throttle. Extend flaps, awesome. Mixture, okay. Propeller, we probably didn't need that. Carburetor on, I think we need that. You don't want to touch. What's under here? Emergency flaps up. Interesting. Wow. Wonder if that stuff works. Hot air entry. That stuff never means anything. What do you got over here? So many controls on this plane. Anti-fire system check. I guess there were a lot of oh, maybe I needed to have the heat on. What are these? Wipers. What's this for? Emergency fuel sound. Indicator mode. Fuel selector. Both. Okay. This is a really intense simulation in its accuracy. I gotta admit, they did a good job with that. You know, move this light around. Okay, movable lights. Okay, now that we got the wipers going, I think they actually are a little... Nah, it doesn't make any effect. This is barely interesting. At least that's where they are. Okay. All right. We learned a little bit about this plane. Got the fan going here. I don't want it going, but it is. There's controls down there. Radar altimeter. That's pretty advanced. This is a Russian plane, so it's kind of hard to tell. How do we turn off? Let's see. Master wiper switch. Fans. Right. We don't need the fans on. Interesting. Cool. All right. It's very functional. Like most of these buttons really do something. Not all of them, because there's a million. Intercom power. Beacons, radio altimeter. I don't know if I don't think Microsoft Flight Sim has a radar altimeter simulation. Kind of hard to say. Radar altimeter simulation, meaning which is different from the standard altimeter, which is based on barometric pressure. Okay. So how do you turn it off? Let's see. I bet mixture to 0 might do it. Throttle. Fuel valve close. That'll probably do it. Turn all these things off. Look how many switches you can turn off. I'm just turning off switches until the cows come home. Which is cool, because that's that's what you get to this game for. Oh man. Can you imagine, you get into this plane every day and you feel like, I got 8 million switches. Okay, the magnetos, got to turn those off. No, right? Off. Starter engine, starter power, engine fire. Don't care. Okay, the landing lights, taxi lights, beacon lights. What are these? Don't know. Okay, these are the trim, cowl flaps, oil shutters, I don't know. Engine cowl flaps. Cool. Right, carburetor off. Propeller to 0. What's this cover for? All right, we figured that out. Nothing else here. All right, I think we've checked it out pretty much thoroughly here. Clock heating. Oh my god. So at least you could see it is designed for cold weather, because practically everything on the system has an independent heater circuit. That's pretty cool. Okay, so remember what what we said today. We are going to we wanted to check out the specific list of 5 cities that have been updated in World Update 5 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I've recently cleared my cache, my DX cache, specifically, and some other caches. So my feeling is we should be able to check out these places more smoothly than we would have in the past. These are all European. It's a European World Update. So we've crossed off The Hague, but the next one is actually Brussels. The actual Brussels. Now, it's nighttime there, of course, but we're going to change it. Let's see. I just want to figure out, okay, this is Brussels here. So if we take off from in a relatively small plane from, say, here, what is this thing? What do we got here? A grass runway. Oof. Sure, why the hell? We're going to take off from there, and we're going to head south, but not in this plane. And we're going to make it daytime. What could be a nice, let's take off from a grass runway kind of plane? This is always good for that kind of thing. Or even better, this bad boy here. Nice, simple choice. Nice, simple choice. Basically, something not too fast because I want to see how the stuttering is when we come in for a landing at the major airport. But we'll fly around Brussels first. So, oh yeah, set as departure. Let's see, how are we doing for time? Yeah, we're going to cold start it because I like cold starting this plane. Hey Darius, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I stream on YouTube Live and Twitch at the same time. Simul-streaming. Multi-streaming, whatever you want to call that. And we're going to do some more flight simulator content. And this is the first time we're going to see if when we land in an airport there's less stuttering. But it's hard to compare unless you kind of do an A-B thing. But it definitely seems to be doing better. But basically, it means every month I have to go through a procedure where I clear the cache, the DX cache, and that you have to. It takes a little while. I mean, I'll get used to it. But my feeling is that every month, because I play Microsoft Flight Simulator so much, those caches are going to get full and need to. And by the way, you shouldn't need to clear caches. It's absolutely true. It just means the programming is bad. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean. If clearing the caches helps anything, that means that there was information in the cache that shouldn't have been there, and that means the cache was not being managed correctly. All right, it's too dark for fun, as I like to say, or I just said this one time. So let's try around now in daytime, because we do want to see a little bit of this world here. Okay, battery master, nav lights, landing lights. Where's the battery master? Oh, battery master, alternators, fuel pump. Yes, we're gonna set that thing parking brake. What is our fuel set to? Right? No. We'll do left first, which is what it was on. Okay, that's starting up. Let's probably need to be a pulse. And I believe we can start the engine by doing that. And it starts right up. Oh, wait, what's my random volume at today? That's fine. Okay, so what we got, let's do a little walk around of the airplane. Oh, wait a minute, it didn't start up. What did I do wrong? What's here? Mixture cut. Yep, won't start up with mixture cut. But we're fine. Now, as I mentioned, startup. It's got that fun happy face. Flight simulator. We're gonna head south to Brussels to check out the new World Update 5 model of this city. So let's clear ourselves. Ask for a south landing, south takeoffs. Part to the south, please.
Echo Bravo Golf Bravo traffic kensh999 taking off runway 19 departure to the south.
Okay, where's my parking brake? That's there, I guess. And where are we heading? This way to the north edge of the field, and then we'll take off to the south. We got some pretty planes to look at. A helicopter. Looks like a MiG-20. No, that's Su-50, 54, whatever. I think nice plane. We should fly that around sometime. I don't know why it wants us to follow that path. Yeah, they're supposed to get rid of they're supposed to be working on the bug of mobile things on the runways. All right, we're going to take off. We're going to check out this new model, and we're going to land, and we're going to see if we think there's less stuttering due to this recommended cache. Where is this? Where's the actual runway? Oh, all right. It's tiny. There's nothing to it. It's right here. It's that thing. They call it a grass runway, but that's it. Because it's a grass runway. We knew it was grass. It said grass right there. Oh, shoot. What the hell? Yeah, let's restart. We got plenty of time. You know, I have crash damage turned off, and that was, I was not thinking, I was going too fast. We're going to have to, it will just take us a second to recreate this, though. But, you know, you got to learn your lesson. You got to rage at the machine, like I do. Damn it. Damn you kids. But that was my fault. Well, it wasn't, you know, yeah, it was my fault. Whereas in a real plane, you know, you wouldn't be doing that. All right, we're going to quickly do this thing. All these are on. Oh, this is there. This is on. We don't need that. We don't need fuel. Is okay. Oh, actually, the propeller probably should have been here too. Throttle is slightly up. That fuel thing is good. That is fine. Parking brake on. Yes. So that's where the parking brake is. Start it up. All right. All right, so we're heading towards the north end of the field again. This time we will not die, is my feeling. And I kind of see where the runway is, which is that grass strip there. Okay. So I was looking for for a while I was looking for a piece of concrete, but there isn't one. Okay, and we won't make any hard turns at this high speed here. Okay, so the runway basically starts here. And that's it in that direction. That's the runway. Okay, got it. All right, so we're going to take off this time. We're going to real slow for the turn here. And we're gonna... Do I have to request takeoff again? Permission? Nah, we're just announcing it.
Echo Bravo Golf Bravo traffic kensh 999 taking off runway 19 departure to the south.
And of course grass is no problem with these big fat tires. That big, or light. We're a light airplane. Okay, headed which way? Oh yeah, south to The Hague. All right, should be kind of, yeah, you can kind of see in the all these buildings in the distance. Not The Hague, sorry, Brussels. We went to The Hague 2 days ago or yesterday. That's why it says Brussels approach there on the screen. Okay. We are flying into the sun. Okay, I should get the map up, Google Maps up, so we can see what Brussels look like on Google Maps, and I can point out various points of interest. First, we want to kind of get our place into where we're reasonably trimmed and that we're operating in a moderately efficient plane realm. Mainly the propeller is here, and we'll cut the mixture back to around there. And that'll get us nice and efficient on the engine. Propeller maybe back a little bit more. There you go. Very nice. Don't want to over rev that thing. Meanwhile, you can see, okay, we crossed this major road and we're starting to, oh yeah, well, we're going to start with the stadium here. You can kind of see the hub and spoke design of the, and then you know, these different villages start and they accrete into a bigger city like Brussels, which is one of the biggest cities in Europe. We want to see the stadium. Is that what there? That there? Okay. King somebody stadium. And I'm going to look this up. I love this architecture, though. This definitely looks like an updated version of Brussels. As I mentioned, we updated to World Update 5V. Since last we've done this, oh yeah, check this shit out. This is going to be amazing. I have flown around Brussels before because I remember these structures. But these are even more up there, and they've always been cool. But these are even more updated. We're going to check out some of this stuff. Do not want to overspeed. So this is this huge complex. It's a sports, entertainment, yada yada complex here with all sorts of different kinds of stadiums, swimming things. This thing here, which I'll get into in a second, and this massive stadium here. And I think that's like a carnival area or something, or like some kind of thing, or like a water park. I don't know. What is this massive thing here? No, let me get this out. What's going on down there? Something's happening. At least you drive under it. Okay, let me get the maps. Brussels, Belgium, please. Thank you. Okay. So, let's see, we flew in kind of from the north. And we're looking for the stadium. Right? Oof, it's a big area. Ah, got it. This item is called the atomium. 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 What is it, you may ask? I will answer that question. It's a giant stainless steel atom. Sorry, I'm not even pointing at it. It's a giant stainless steel atom. Particles connected by escalators with exhibitions and views from 92 meters. So you can go in there, and there's escalators inside those tubes. Holy camole, now that I didn't know. I thought it was just kind of you look at it. I don't know why all these cars are flying around. It must be some kind of magnetic thing. Wow, okay. And it gets 4.4 as a tourist attraction. Let's see now. This around here. Okay, so this side over here is... Okay, there's the atomium, right? And then there's the train station. Oh, this is the convention center, the Brussels Expo. And there's like a Cirque du Soleil, big top. Okay, yeah, okay, north. Let's see. Which direction are we looking here? That's the atomium. Okay, so that big building to the right of the atomium, whatever it is the dressage club? Maybe not. That down there apparently is called Mini Europe. It's European attractions in a miniature park. Wow, I want to go. Okay. And this is the Stadium Royal Baudouin. The Royal Baudouin Stadium, King Baudouin, I don't know. And that is the Brussels Convention Center. Okay, good to know if you ever go to a convention. And there's also all sorts of hotels and shit. Oh, pause. Which way we're saying? South. Bunch of major hotels around, but this is a pretty modern area. This whole thing was built probably in the 90s. So yeah, that's just a massive kind of like, you know, the Disneyland of Brussels kind of thing. They have this cool park down there, which is separated into different regions of Europe. You know, like there's a French and there's Italian, but then it's like, you know, there's Danish and there's, you know, Croatia and every part of Europe. Where are the big buildings? Here's the big building. We're going to do some canyon carving over here. Urban canyon carving. Because that's what we like to do around here. We do not want to poke our face right into the sun, but... Okay, first of all, I'm going to put up my frame rate meter and see if it's even registering. Yeah, it's not so great. Now, it's always been terrible. So, but for whatever it is, my particular situation is not dependent. I think my memory subsystem is not fast enough, and my CPU is not fast enough to keep my GPU loaded. And that's why I'm not getting enough frames. Not because the GPU is not powerful enough, because it's never... Oh, what the heck is down there? Well, that's very European and pretty. Okay, so the atomium thing is back that way. We are flying southeast. The atomium thing is kind of to our our east. Let me look at the map here. So let's see. Could be a million things. I think it's that, though. It's just, Belgium. But this is Brussels. Okay, so here's the big tall buildings. We're going to kind of go down this little street here. It's not straight. So this would be like the financial center, I guess. Lots of very large buildings. I mean, in terms of the square footage, I mean, they take up a large, it's really tall. And then, yeah, something there, some kind of probably international building there. And that looks like more like the train station. Right back there. It's always a big deal in Europe. Oh, hold on, check it out. We're about to smash into a very nice looking cathedral. Brussels, it is a beautiful, look at all the stuff they've added for World Update 5. Okay, so Brussels, where is the train station? Is this the Cathedral Saint Michel? Okay, we're heading due east. And the financial center is directly kind of behind us. Okay, hold on a second here. Yeah, it could be a bunch of different cathedrals. It could be the Church of Our Lady of Victories of the Sablon. Notre Dame de Victoire de Sablon. Wow, there's a lot to see around here. We're gonna fly around here for a while. The wrong button there. I can already tell though, except for this, like when I pause and restore, it's smoother. There's a lot of cathedrals. Okay, you think there's just a few, but there's a lot, and it looks like they've all been nicely modeled. It's a beautiful, clear day. I just changed the time, but the weather should be pretty much up to date. Fantastic. You could definitely go on a castle tour. And then there's another one over here. Over here. Check this out. We're going to go on a cathedral tour of Brussels. It's pretty cool, really. Okay, so we cross the water going west. Where it's... Okay, and then we come to a cathedral. Which one's this one? That's a big-ass one. Oh, my. Okay, let's see. We're here. We were down there. We crossed the water going west. And we hit what? Which one do we hit? Yeah, there's the water. More south. We cross it heading west. And it should be around here. I don't see any major cathedrals listed, but I'm sure it's there. Or maybe it's down here. Hold on. Is it this one? Hold on, let me take a look at the pictures here. No. Yeah, there's a lot of religious institutions. That's something, though. Beautiful model. And again, we're checking out World Update 5, which includes 5 major cities. This is the second one. We checked out The Hague. This is a little more impressive because it's big, and you can see there's a lot of models of very old European buildings, which are always complicated to do. And then a smattering of these rather high-end, modern skyscrapers. I wouldn't call them skyscrapers, but tall buildings. All right. Okay, so here's where it sort of get pools up and gets narrower. I just want to fix exactly where I am on my Google Maps here. We'll go down this thing, but I just want to make sure I know exactly where. Okay, right here. Perfect. That's where I thought I was. What was that anyway? Anyway. Okay, so there's the steak house. Halal. Very good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, shit. I thought I had paused myself. I'm flying. Did auto unpause me? Okay, let's go back to where we were. But I'm surprised we did not crash. I was not looking. I don't know what happened there. Is my plane okay? I gotta look at now. Now I'm paranoid. I want to look at my fuel and shit. I think we're okay. All right, yeah, I wanted to go down here before I thought I had active pause and did not. Apparently, right? Active pause. Shouldn't automatically unactive pause. Oh, too fast now. Yeah, the only problem with this is that it's right down the sun. But, well, that's all right. Flying down the canal is always nice and safe in terms of altitude. Don't try it at home. As we already experienced once today, if you crash into something, you know, you get a black screen and it says, go back to the home screen. And that could happen at any time. But you got to, you know, so you got to risk it. If you want to eat the brisket. Signage there. Oh yeah, I wanted to see something that looked like kind of a tower kind of thing, a little off to the side. Not, I mean, a modern tower. I wonder if I trim it set like that also. Oh yeah, okay, wait a minute. We got a Ferris wheel and shit here. What is this? Wow. Oh, okay. Well, this is the grand poobah of the World V models. Okay, so we're that way from the water. What is this? This is the who the fuck knows? I'm talking about this. Is like a Ferris wheel. This building here. That's got to be something. The Palais du Bruxelles. No? Is that it? Is it the Royal Palace? No, because it's not tall enough. Okay. It is not the palace. Is it the hotel? No. It's not a hotel. Yeah, I've never been to Brussels, so I'm just basically just looking at a map. For like super large buildings. I'm looking at Google Maps. And that is a big ass building. So it's gotta be marked. Let's see it immediately. Oh, Palace of Justice. Nope, that's also not it. Wait a minute. That is it? Yes. Okay, it is the Palace of Justice. Pardon me. I just wanted to confirm what the heck this building is. It is the Palace of Justice, and they have a Ferris wheel in front. In Brussels, Belgium. Yeah. So I think down south here, I thought I saw a tower. This is also a good place to do some canyon carving. How's our plane looking? We got fuel. We want to switch from one tank to the other tank, though. It's starting to get a little right tank heavy. You can kind of tell how it's performing here. Move out of this thing here. Where did I see this tower? Switch from left to right. Thank you. Thought I saw it kind of on the horizon. Was it there? That's too far. Now I saw something closer. It looked kind of like an observation tower. Wasn't that big? Now I can't see it. Is it over that way? Those are just buildings. Overall, given the fact that we're flying over this massive city, I think it is less stuttery. But the proof is in landing, because everyone says the worst stutters are when you are descending to a runway during the landing descent phase. And that has always been true for me as well, and apparently that's true for everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to land at Brussels International, which is a big... Okay, that was kind of, I think, the tower down here that I saw. Let's check it out. Where's Brussels International again? It's kind of... it's kind of behind us. EBBR there. All right, well, let's head towards that, which is northeast. So we're going to have to head over the city again anyway. What is this? I kind of want to check out some stuff here. What's this over here? We're going to land at Brussels International. Brussels National, fine.
Brussels Tower kensh999 is 9 miles southwest 1,000
9 miles.
Yankee to land. kensh999 Brussels Tower. Altimeter 29.82 wind 258 at 11. Enter left traffic runway 25 left.
Yeah, I did already go to the Atomium. Yes, I am in Brussels. As I mentioned, hi, Aiko, by the way. Yeah, as I mentioned, there's 5 cities in this update. There's 5 cities, new cities in this update. I want to check it. This looks like a nuclear power station, because that's a cooling tower that's typical of nuclear power plants. But you can't necessarily tell. We did go to the Atomium. We went to where the convention center. We're going to be flying back that direction, too. So we'll take another... Oh, sorry. Acknowledge pattern entry. So there's a World Update 5. And what I want to say here right now is that is definitely a nuclear power plant. You can see the containments. There's 2. And the cooling system. These are not... That's not huge, but yeah, that's producing a lot of Brussels electric power right there, I bet. Okay, runway 25L. Yeah, the Atomium is kind of back up this way. But yeah, we totally did check it out. I mean, I didn't know, because I thought it was just kind of a big sculpture. Yeah, well, no, this is pretty, it's just, well, it's nighttime there now. I thought it was a big sculpture, but you can go in, and there's escalators that will take you up to the top, and there's a 72 meters high, or 80 meters high, there is an observation area. But yeah, quite a city, Brussels. I mean, as I say, the new World Update 5 includes The Hague, Brussels, and then we have 3 more cities to visit after this one. This incredible model of the palace, the Palais du Justice, the Palace of Justice here. I was just freaked out about how nice that is. And the Atomium is up that way, but we're going to... that's the Basilica of the Sacred Heart up there. There's a lot of churches. They did a great job updating, with World Update 5, updating the city to make it more more detailed. Because I've flown over Brussels, this area, many times, and I've always been impressed as it looks like a great European city. But these models for for these new buildings are just unbelievably detailed. Like, look at this bad boy. Oh my God. I just can't fly by buildings like that enough, All right, but where's the Atomium again? It's kind of the north. Where the heck is it? Let me check the map again here real quick. must be kind of north. That's the airport there. We can take a slight detour. We've already flown around the city about 9 times, so, 10 times is not bad. It's up this direction by the stadium here. So you get the King Baudoin Stadium, and it's next to the major Brussels Convention Center. You can see out here, you head out this way, there's all these more incredible churches, or cathedrals, technically. That's what it looks like from here. A lot quieter. And we're heading right to the Atomium. We'll see if we can fly underneath it. No, you can't. But apparently you can go inside it. It looks like they built this whole area as like a Disneyland. Oh, the other thing, did you know, if you ever, I don't know if you're how familiar you are with Brussels. I did not know this. It was called like Park of Europe or something, which is built in, divided into these little miniature countries, each one representing a country of Europe. So it's not kind of like what we call in America Epcot Center. I'll fly over it and show you. But it looks really cool, and then I wasn't sure. It looked like a miniature golf course from the air. And then we'll go land. So and you can drive under it. Oh, Mini Europe was closed. Right, Mini Europe. Thank you. Mini Europe was closed since last year. I'm sure that this thing is open. So Mini Europe is right to the left of the Atomium, and then the convention center is there, and then the. But I flew over by this many times, but this is a gorgeous, improved model. I don't know what is going on with that pulsating crap down there, but I honestly don't disapprove, and it causes cars to fly near it, which is also I approve of, but it's probably not real. Yeah, that's Mini Europe right there. So. Each of these little areas was divided into a part, or is divided into a part of Europe, like in a park setting. And I imagine that you can go with like foods of your, various performances representing different parts of Europe, which is a great idea. And then they got a state, and it's not huge, so you can walk around and see all of these parts of Europe, or people talking in different languages, and there's where you park. And that's the Atomium. And it's like there's a convention center, and there's a whole, I think it's like a, amusement areas and multiple. Sports venues. Looks like it's all set up for your football game there, which is what you'd have, the local Brussels team. All right, let's land this baby. And this is the formidably huge convention center. I've seen some convention centers, and this is definitely going to be like the biggest convention center I've seen. If that's really just the whole one convention center, because it's got 6 halls, it looks like. Or more. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 7 halls or more, meaning it could put on multiple conventions at the same time. All right, so they want us to land on runway 25L. 25L, which is going to be, let's see, facing basically west. Perfect. So we're going to fly over the airport, make a turn, 180 turn, and come back to 25L. Perfect. Yes, perfect. We want to fly left, which is what we're flying on here. Which is they asked us to do. Fly left, enter left, traffic, runway. So we'll go into the airport traffic area, from the left side, make a U-turn, and land. That sounds like a plan. World's Fair 58. I was going to say, it looked like it was built in the 90s. Well, it was too expensive to take down the Eiffel Tower, too, which is built for the 1908, World's Fair, I believe, or whatever. And they left it up. Yeah, but that is, everything else must be, it definitely looks like a World's Fair site. It's got stadium, and it's got, like, the Mini Europe, and then, but that looks like the convention center is definitely newer. We're still getting stuttering near the airport. Hey, it's just not going to fix the stutter like that. You can see stuttering near the airport. So the bottom line is the fellow who came up with that video had a good idea, and he claimed it fixed it for him. And I think tried it before, and stuttering near the airport is just a fact of life. I'm not even, excuse me, in a very fast plane, and those are usually the ones that cause the stuttering because they're high. Hey, Matt, how you doing? We're gonna land this plane hopefully and not die, and then we're gonna switch over to music, and it's gonna be some me playing guitar. If you've never been here before, and if you have, it's gonna be almost exactly like every other time I play guitar. Which is because I do this every day, and we alternate between guitar and the music segment. We'll alternate between guitar and keyboard or piano, really. Okay, so we're seeing this is the Brussels International Airport, which is also, I believe, an updated model. It's supposed to be very realistic, but hard to tell since I've never been there. But you can see the cargo facilities, the passenger facilities, etc. This is runway 25L. That's where we're going to land. Or isn't it? Yeah. Okay, runway 25R is, or oh wait a minute, they want us to land on 25L or R? No, I forgot. Fuck. 25L. Okay, this is 25R, but that means 25L is way over there. That's fine.
Brussels Tower rolling 898 for 12 miles east inbound ILS Yankee runway 25 left approach.
Can do.
Rolling 898 for Brussels Tower. Altimeter 29.8.
Well, we're not viewing 8.
258 at 11.
So we're not cleared yet.
Yankee runway 25 left approach.
It's probably.
999er wind 258.
Oh, they cleared us too. That's a good idea. They don't have good air traffic control. Because you should just clear another plane to land, but we don't care. Whoa, too fast. Whoa, way too fast. Okay, so let's see. All right, full flaps. Make our turn. Turn for. Line up. Decent lineup there. And we have 4 lights to our glide slope indicator on the left of the red runway, indicating a decent glide slope. We are running a little fast, but we can take care of that by bringing down the engine. Throttle. This is 20. At least we are landing at the. I don't. It just says Brussels National, so I don't know exactly which airport it is. I mean, I don't know more about it. It seems to be the largest airport that would be anywhere near Brussels. Okay, watch our speed. Landing speed in this bad boy, or a little low. Landing speed in this bad boy is like 60. So let's back it off a little bit, so we can land without bouncing too hard. Oh, we bounced a little bit. Ah, perfect landing. It's a B plus.
Rolling 8984, follow the aircraft on the runway. Wind 258 at 11. Cleared to land runway 25 left. kensh999er, turn next taxi.
I'm turning the next taxiway. Thank you.
Cleared to land runway 25 left, rolling 8984.
Perfectly good landing.
999er, contact ground.
I shall contact ground.
118.055 KNSH999er. Goodbye. Brussels ground KNSH999er taxi to parking.
Taxiway Charlie 1 Yankee, Whiskey 2 Whiskey Tree, Whiskey 4, Whiskey 41 cross runway 25 right, cross runway 19er, cross runway 25 right, Alpha 1 November.
And there we go. We have landed. It was a little less stuttery, but not much. So I cleared the cache. I found a YouTube guy who's very enthusiastic about clearing your DX cache and your GL shader cache and your rolling cache, the rolling cache for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I didn't even have enabled, so that couldn't have been a problem. And then a bunch of people were pointing out, clearing cache is always, shouldn't, unless the cache is being mismanaged and the programmers got it wrong, you shouldn't have to ever clear a cache. They're there to speed up the program, not slow it down. And they're right. But stuttering is the issue, not necessarily the number of frames generated. So it's It's kind of complicated too. Where? Wait a minute. Why are they
Brussels
doing?
ground KNSH999er. Say again, please.
Where are we supposed to go? That's an interesting situation. It didn't let me acknowledge that. We're just gonna park some random place. I don't care. There's some issue with finding a parking spot for me. We don't care.
kensh999er, did you hear my last?
No, I asked you to say it again, and that's yeah. No, I only get the say again choice here, right? One to say again, and the other to say again.
Brussels ground
That's a bug. I've never
incoming.
seen that
Say
one
again for
before.
KNSH999er.
All right, we'll just park some random place. I wonder if they'll say it again. If I keep saying "say again," will they start getting really pissed off? Like, we already told you 6 times, sir. All right, thank you. And really, you bought Microsoft Flight Simulator? All right, nice. Well, man, this is gonna. By the way, this is a loop because she's gonna be saying to you. And I say, yeah, no, I didn't hear it. Say it again. And then she doesn't say. She just says they're supposed to repeat it. But she says, "Oh, did you hear my last transmission?" That's a really funny bug. It's a bug. They're supposed to repeat the last transmission, not say, "Oh, did you hear my last thing again?" and then give me no choices. All righty. Can you open the doors? You can't open the doors in this bad boy. I don't care. Shut up. All right. Mixture to cut. Magneto's off. All these switches go off. Off. And we turn the fuel off. So we, oh yes, propeller to 0. Fuel to off. So we can refuel. And it's a cold plane. All right. Well, it's a little, I'll give it, it's a little better, and it's probably once a month to do that cache thing. If you look it up, if you're a flight simulator person and you're looking up, you have stutters and stuff, look up how to clear your DX cache. There's also an NVIDIA cache, and while I was at it, I cleared a bunch of stuff from my system, and I think it improved my frame rates, but only by maybe 5 or 10%. It was not revolutionary. It wasn't bad, and it did not cause any problems. So I'm happy with that aspect of it. The not causing additional new problems. And some of this stuff, some of the menu stuff, actually, I think is a little faster. Anyway, what we're going to do is what we do every time this time, which is we take about 5 minutes to take a little break for me and to switch over to music, which today is going to contain that we will be playing some guitar, and that should be fun. So give me a few minutes for that. Thank you. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 3 things I like to do is every day on a daily basis is play a little flight simulator. I don't know why, but on a daily basis. The second thing I like to do is play a little music on my guitar and or keyboard. And third thing I like to do is have a little Diet Coke. I don't have any Diet Coke. 2 out of 3 ain't bad though. I mean, it's in the. I just don't feel like getting it. It's in the refrigerator. Man, Diet Coke, man, nature's finest brown fluid. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have not tuned this guitar yet. Let's talk about it. This is the Epiphone SG Modern. That was bad. What's interesting about the SG Modern, for one thing, it's not like the SG is a very common guitar. There's vintage one. They've been making them since the 60s. This is the body shape. The body shape here with these, what they call the non-symmetrical horn design, which is kind of rad at the time, has always been the sign of a kind of heavy metal. It was designed as a solid G, a solid Gibson or student Gibson, who knows. But it's a solid body guitar without the kind of the fancy, the Les Paul had the body tops and things like that, so it was much cheaper to make, usually with a bolt-on neck. So this is exactly like an SG in that it is. Oh, I got to do that again. This always happens. In that it has, it's built like a Les Paul. Okay, it has a glued-on neck, not a bolt-on neck, and it has a body that has two-piece maple cap, they call them. Or mahogany. Actually, I don't know what this is, but this is real. It's not veneer. It's a real 2 pieces of wood, and then the inside is routed out, so you don't need to have a big pick guard, and it's not perfectly flat like a normal SG. In other words, it's not an SG. I like to think it's better than SG, and I do like the body shape. The other thing this guitar has is 24 frets, which most SGs don't. They come down to here, and then there's a little plastic plate above the pickup. It's weird. I don't know. SGs are cheap. But real SGs are amazing. I mean, they play great. The old ones. And the control system is exactly the same as the Les Paul Modern, the Cherry Les Paul Modern I had yesterday. There's 4 controls for 2 things, but you can phase switch using this one, the 2 pickups. It doesn't matter when I'm only using one. And you can coil split individually. So this, you can hear that noise when I coil split. Because a single coil pickups are much noisier. Single coil, so much quieter, but darker. This long 24 fret neck takes a little getting used to. My PRS also has the long 24 fret scale. Hey, Giorgio. We did 2 segments today in Flight Simulator. We took off near McMurdo Air Force Base in bad weather on a biplane, a Russian biplane that has skis, and landed again because I want to uninstall that temporarily, that plane, the Antonov. And then for the second half, I'm going through the cities that have been updated in World Update 5, which is The Hague, we did yesterday. Today we did the Brussels. And tomorrow we might get through 2 cities, which is Kosice, I don't know, Kosice, I don't know, Zagreb and Cadiz. 3 cities left. Brussels looked amazing. But all these cities have been updated for World Update 5, and I want to check them out. Brussels was totally worth it. I loved it. I would go back again. Finally figured out. It took a long, long time. I figured out. Maybe 'cause I'm trying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads will lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. But it's hard to see what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, and I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Finally figured out, but it took a long, long time. I'm thinking about wondering if I'm lying. And sometimes I'm so confused. All on the roads where they lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. When it's hard to see what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Rain keeps coming down, falling from blue skies. Words without a sound, coming from your eyes. Finally figured out. Took a long, long time. Now there's a turnabout, wondering if I'm lying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads will lead to you. I just can't turn and walk away. When it's hard to see what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can do enough to prove it's all for you. All right. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smelling of cornelitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down that corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. On a nice new time of year, you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys she calls friends. How they dance in that courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Sundance to remember, or Sundance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night, well, just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. It's a lovely place, such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. Stabbed it with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember was running for the door. I had to find the passage back, the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. Check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Something like that. The good old, that fantastic guitar solo. I could hum it, you know. But I'm not gonna. Hey, welcome everybody to Ken's Guitar Lounge. Hope you're having a great Monday. It's a holiday Monday. Back to work is tomorrow. We're gonna play a little guitar. Relax then. Tomorrow's back to work, but I will continue streaming during the work. Although Tuesday being a in-office day, it'll be a live. Oh, you're live? I will join you when I'm done. I don't know if I have anybody, but I'll give you a little raid action there. But I'm going to be done in about 20 minutes or so. So try stream for a while, okay? So it'll be about 20 minutes. All right, let's do the that thing we like to do occasionally, where I do the karaoke version of "Wish You Were Here" and play along, which I enjoy doing. But we're gonna have to set that up. Okay, give me a second to set that up. Okay, dismiss. Good. There goes that. And we can do this. You should be able to hear it. Okay. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's fucked up again. Okay, hold on a second. I want to restart this. I'm messing with my guitar here. So I think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies and pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? You think you can tell? Get to trade your heroes for ghosts, but the trees, the air for a cool breeze, cool comfort for change. Did you exchange? Walk on part of the wall, or lead role in a cage. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in this boat, year after year, running over the same old ground, and have found the same old fears. Wish you were here. Etc. I like that. That was fun. Okay, what's the last song we want to sing? Pretty much. We want to do "Human" again, cause fuck it. Okay, thank you for coming to the show. We do this pretty much every day. If you like this, we'll do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be probably the Ken's Lounge piano effect. Not these pianos, but the piano I'll bring out here, the white piano. And we'll do the Ken's Lounge. We'll play from the fake book. Who knows? Maybe we'll do Christmas music. No, that we won't do. Rewire is a bad boy. Did my best notice when the call came down the line. Up to the platform of surrender, I was brought but I was kind. Sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart, cut the cord. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Pay my respects to grace and virtue. Send my condolences to good. Give my regards to soul and romance. They always did the best they could. And so long to devotion. You taught me everything I know. Wave goodbye, wish me well. You've got to let me go. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? That goes to, will your sister be alright when you dream of home tonight? There is no message we're receiving. Let me know if your heart's still beating. Are we human? Or are we dancing? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Are we human? Wow. Well, that was a fun stream because I enjoyed doing both parts of it. Like I do every day. I wouldn't do something on stream that I don't just enjoy doing regularly. So we played Flight Simulator. We had 2 missions. We flew in the Antarctic, Murdo Air Station. We made a nice takeoff and a nice landing in a plane that I'm not going to be flying much anymore. Then we went around Brussels. We did an extensive tour of the city of Brussels, Belgium, and including the Atomium, and it was wild. It was wild. I mean, the city looks great. World Update 5. I cleared my cache. It helped a little bit, maybe a couple of frames per second, a little bit less stuttering. But there's no miracle cures for the problem. The miracle cure would be buy a much more expensive computer system, right? That has a faster memory and CPU. I think that would probably help a lot with making the stutters less. They'd still be there. They'd just be a lot less noticeable because it'd be getting generally a higher frame rate. So once again, tomorrow will be Tuesday, and I would intend to stream again in the afternoon, probably not till like 1:30. We'll see. But it's a very similar stream as today. Flight Simulator followed by music. It'll be the piano. I'm going to raid my friend Giorgio the Man here. If anybody's here, I'm not sure Twitch. Join me on the raid. He's another fellow Flight Simulator. He's a little slightly younger than me, ever so slightly, maybe 50 years, but slightly. And he's good though. He's taught me some stuff about Flight Simulator. So he's an airliner enthusiast. So we're gonna raid him. Oops. I think I can raid him, right? Because I'm an affiliate, even though he isn't. Maybe not. We'll find out. Let's see if it's going to. Yeah, 1 viewer. That's me. Oh, yay. Okay. Bye, everybody. See you.